strongboardbalance.com. Get on board. Change the way you work out. strongboardbalance.com. Dennis doing workout of the week.
Same thing. Just doing the 30 minutes and the super push-ups, bro.
Have you gotten down on that thing yet?
What do you mean, like?
With yourself, you know? Just
No, man. I'm not even...
You can't, like, balance on it and try to do it?
I probably could, but, I mean, I'm not a show-off.
Like while you're doing, like, the leg lift, like a crunch almost, like a V on it, and you have to try to stay on it and... No?
You would have to, if we're going to talk about that, that would be like on our split decision after dark camera.
After dark camera?
Yeah,
I like the motion in the ocean, though, when you're on the balance board, and you gotta focus on more.
Yeah, but anyway, Strongboard Balance.
Strongboardbalance.com.
Or if you're like 1 foot, all stretched.
Follow him on Instagram, too,
Doing yoga
chance to
poses.
win one.
I wonder if I did do a video with the Strongboard Balance in it, if they would use it as a commercial.
What do you mean, like, just in it?
No,
Just set it right here on the counter.
No, just stand there like, I don't know, maybe
Like when I did the whole show on it?
No, like a sex video.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it by yourself?
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
My wife don't even want to see that.
Octomom did it. Nobody wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Courtney Stodden did it. Nobody wanted to see it. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that.
Okay.
All right. So also mymmanews.com. Check them out there for your up-to-date news. We do this once a week. They do it every day, so it's a good way to find out what's happening. Find us on Instagram and Twitter, SD_MMA, and on Facebook, Split Decision MMA Podcast. And anywhere podcasts are broadcast, you can tell your friends to listen, and please do that. As we jump into 9 consecutive weeks of UFC events beginning tomorrow with UFC 202, we have lots of news going down today.
It's just crazy.
9 consecutive
It's insanity.
weeks.
Yeah.
And not just the workout.
Bananas.
Starting off with Michael Bisping
Yes.
has some news on John Jones.
Does he say what his sources are?
No.
Of course not.
He says John Jones didn't take estrogen blockers, but instead he took a generic version of Cialis.
Oh, it was a generic one.
A generic version of Cialis
Okay.
that has estrogen blockers in it.
Is it like the one that you
And
get?
so basically he was taking sex pills.
Right. Well, I'm just wondering if these
For
are the
his
ones that you get
erectile
at,
dysfunction.
That you get at. I don't think he has erectile dysfunction. Who knows?
You talking about like it's like horny goat weed that was from like the gas station?
No, not even horny goat weed. The one that have like the weird like
It says like sex machine or something
yeah,
like that.
Thunder Lover.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's what he took.
Thunder Lover.
He took Thunder Lover. Perfect. You heard it here first, folks.
According to Michael Bisping.
According to Michael Bisping.
John Jones might be let off some of his suspension because he took gas station sex pills.
Perfect. Maybe we can put it back on the roster then. Does this give him a little more credibility then if it wasn't what everybody thought it was?
No.
No? All right.
At least not in my book.
Okay.
I don't care.
You don't care. You're still a dick, John Jones.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
but
Like, my opinion is you're still a dick.
just not a working one.
Apparently. Leslie Smith.
Good guy UFC here.
Went recently on Access TV's Inside MMA, and she said she had a benign tumor in her stomach, but could not afford to get it removed because she lacks health insurance. Even though she is signed with the UFC, they will take care of all fight-related medical issues, but they do not have universal health care or health benefits, so she wasn't going to be able to do it. UFC heard that, he reacted immediately, flew her to Las Vegas, and had a doctor remove the tumor. She said she's fine.
They didn't go, it's not a tumor.
She's doing well, and they
Would've been
said
awesome.
that this may actually be something that the union is fighting for, that these guys don't have health care, which we talked about before. We were talking about, hey, I thought they had health benefits. Apparently, it's only with any fight-related or training-related injuries.
Okay.
So it does not have to do with other things.
So why doesn't she have covered California?
I don't know.
Yeah, we streamed the Fighters Union meeting yesterday.
Yeah.
That was on our Facebook page.
And again, the Mixed Martial Arts Fighters Association still is saying do not sign anything or work with the PFA or any other agency, that you should come talk to us because we're the ones who've been fighting for you. We're the ones who've done multiple lawsuits with other organizations. We're the ones that are pushing the Ali Act. We're all these kind of things. Mm-hmm. So
It's only good for the UFC if there's two fighting organizations that are fighting against each other.
Right.
So it's whatever.
We'll see what ends up happening there. Francisco Rivera got informed of his potential USADA anti-doping violation. Another fighter down.
Was he on anything coming up soon?
He had just fought. So this is also violating from out-of-competition sample for July 23rd. This would be the second time he has tested positive for something. The last time was back in 2012, where he was suspended for 90 days for
2002. Damn,
for a
you ahead of the
Fedra.
curve.
For a Fedra.
A Fedra?
Yep.
Oh, everybody was doing a Fedra in 2002. You could get it
2012.
2000. Oh, I was say 2002
corrected myself.
because you could get it at GNC.
Well, you could get
You could get it at the gas station.
Mao Wang, dude. I was
You could get it at
jacked
the
all
gas
the time,
station.
bro.
taking yellow jackets.
Food, mini thins, cross
Oh,
tops,
dude.
stop signs.
I remember-
Oh, wait, that was Diana Ball. Never mind.
I just remember the yellow jackets, and when they like were like, we can't use ephedrine anymore. There was a big run on gas stations
Yeah.
to the last ephedrine yellow jackets.
Yeah.
Aaron was one of those people.
Just stockpiled them.
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
we don't need the naked mole rat suing us.
Ian McCall, still talking about the USADA, says he believes they're overstepping their boundaries. He said recently, he's like, the whole check-in thing and the whereabouts thing is a little crazy. He said, I recently got a text message that says, you're going to be here at this time or this time. He's like, I didn't show up to an afternoon practice. They called me yelling at me. He says, you know what? Fuck you. I'm at my house napping. The coach gave me the day off. He's like, I live at a half hour away. It's your job to get my pee. Come and get it. I don't care. Just don't, you don't need to be freaking out because I didn't show up to the gym. He's
It's
like,
we had
you're not, don't act like you're solving crimes. He's like,
They have one job, and that's to collect pee.
yeah.
Don't act like you're the old man in Scooby Doo,
Right?
like you're telling us how it is.
So, I mean, we talked to...
We talked to Cody Garibrand about this. If
Yeah.
you have a chance, go listen to the interview. Cody was a fun guy to talk to.
Yeah.
And we talked to him about the USADA thing, and it's really annoying just getting other fighters' perspectives on it. It's,
yeah, they say a lot of the times it is 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Hey, where you at? Hey, what's going on? I need to... Like, are you serious? And then obviously we had the thing with Nick Diaz over the weekend where they immediately, obviously, he comes off a suspension. They wanted to start testing him. He started yelling at the lady. Well, he's on Snapchat, mind you, yelling at the lady. She's like, I need to come collect your pee. He's like, no, I'm going to bed. They're like, no, we need to come collect it. I just got in and partied all night to Vegas. No, I'm going to bed. I just got in my hotel room. Well, we need to come do it.
No
No,
pee for you.
No. He's like, come in the morning. He's like, you have to come in like 4 or 5 hours. She's like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, no.
And Cody, if you go listen to the interview, he talked about one instance where he couldn't pee.
Yeah, he had trouble peeing.
So
I like
So
how
the guy
you pointed
followed him
out.
around.
He's also like he followed you. Yeah, like everywhere, man.
Yeah.
they should just have somebody who works for USADA that just goes around and scares people when they can't pee. Just get a couple more drops out that way.
So it's pretty. I mean, you had Tim Kennedy pulling a gun on some guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He said he just saw some guy falling home from the gym. He didn't know who he was. Pulled up to his house and pulled his concealed carry weapon at his door and at his car door.
I'm just here for your pee.
I'm just here for your pee. Oh, why don't you let me know? Like, instead of following me around like a fucking creeper.
They should have like a big pea-colored light on top of their cars.
Right. Or just has his USADA across the side of it. Like the FBI has the big cars. Like
How would there be a way to identify themselves? It's impossible.
Michelle Watterson recently broke her hand
bummer.
in training and will be out of her fight against Asiling Daly at UFC 93 in Germany. Daly also has been pulled out of the fight, so that fight has been scrapped.
Oh, bummer. Bummer for the karate hottie. Bummer for Aisling Daly, too.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Gaby Garcia gets her opponent.
Dude, that's the girl she's gonna fight is a big girl, and she has experience, right?
Destiny Yarborough.
All right. Is that her? That's not her in a football uniform.
Yes,
That is
it
her in a
is.
football uniform.
All right.
She is a lifelong athlete. She does have... I believe she's 1-0.
It's not gonna be the soccer
7-0.
mom she fought last time.
She is 7-0.
Not in MMA.
In
she
MMA.
Is? Oh wow.
She is
okay.
7-0.
Cool.
She lives and fights out of Fresno. She is a running back for the Women's Football Alliance. Plays on the Central California War Angels team. Yeah.
The only thing she has working against her is that she's only 5'7",
Yeah.
whereas Gaby Garcia is what, like 6'1"?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big difference. What's her weight? Does it say her weight?
No.
Oh,
yeah, but if she gets Gabby to the ground,
true. But she's.
But then
didn't
again-
it say she's Taekwondo? She's a Taekwondo fighter.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all bad. Because I'm thinking you don't want to get Gabby to the ground.
No, you don't want Gaby on the ground at all.
So there you go.
She'll put you in the anaconda choke. It'll be all over. Done.
Ain't
Going to
nobody
Tokyo.
choking my anaconda. My anaconda don't want none.
That's gonna be. I want to see that now that she has an opponent that's actually can
Legit.
compete with her. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Should be good. We have Invicta, 23, going down September 23rd, and Roxanne Modafferi is going to get a title shot
Oh, okay.
up against Jennifer Maia.
Has she been? I mean, she must have been doing work in Invicta then,
She's been doing well. Yep.
because when she was in the UFC, she was only in for what 2 fights and then back out.
Yeah, she was not doing well at all. So she will, though, be getting a title shot
Cool.
after having a 4-1 run.
Wow, good for her.
So, more fights added. We have Veronica Macedo will be replacing Jermaine Durandere. Jermaine Durandere is out of her fight against Ashley Evans Smith. However,
She injured.
Yes, she is injured. She has a foot injury. Veronica Macedo will be fighting Ashley Evans Smith, UFC 93, UFC Fight Night 93 in Germany. This card's looking actually pretty decent. We have it here. That'll be September 3rd. Andre Arlovski against Josh Barnett.
That's awesome.
Pretty
Good
nice
times
card.
there.
We have Ryan Bader against Ilir Latifi. Jan Blachowicz against Alexander Gustafsson.
That's pretty awesome.
It's a pretty good fight. So yeah,
It's shaping up nicely, like you said.
shaving them nicely for Germany to get a card. The following card, UFC Fight Night 94, going down on, what is that, September 17th. We have another fighter being pulled out of his fight. Manny Gambirian has to pull out of his fight.
Yeah.
However, Albert Morales will be replacing him to take on Neil Magny.
Poor man.
So now we got Michael Johnson against Dustin Poirier. You got Derek Brunson against Ryan Hall. Evan Dunham against Abel Trujo. Again, another card that's kind of
This is a fight night, so it's going to be free, too. So
Yeah,
make sure you
Maximo
check it out.
Blanco against Chaz Skelly. Some good fight cards coming up in September, man.
Hey, Samson City's
Finally
fighting
getting
on,
to
too.
collect my money from you from CM Punk. Going to fight at
Maybe.
UFC 203.
Maybe.
Still not going to happen.
Maybe.
Still not going to happen.
Also in October, we talked about this UFC Fight Night on Portland that allegedly Chael Sonnen might be a part of. We don't know yet. However, we do know that the main event will be John Dodson against John Lineker.
Oh, cool. Dodson and Lineker?
Yep, main event.
Not a bad matchup.
So should be pretty good. I think that would be for a whoever gets the fight DJ after the show fights DJ. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? All right. UFC Fight Night 97 going down in Manila, the Philippines.
The Thrill in Manila?
This will be we have headlining Ricardo Lamas against BJ Penn.
So it's pretty cool in Manila.
Yeah. BJ Penn finally coming back.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, right?
He hasn't stepped in the ring yet.
Hasn't stayed. Well, he tried to, but he was, you know.
No, that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, we were all
problems.
hot and bothered and ready for this last one. And what had happened like a week before?
It was
2
a little,
weeks?
It was a little bit
Got
out.
2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
like
2
weeks,
that,
yeah.
Found out about the
IV.
IV issue.
And what's that for? This for 97?
Yes.
UFC 97?
Ultimate Fight Night 97, Manila.
Are we jumping into the whole 202?
And now we're jumping into
nonsense?
whole 202.
Well, before we
unless
get
you
it
have any
down-
other news.
Well, yeah. I mean, we just brought up Chael Sonnen. You know, obviously, terrible loss for the Sonnen family this week, and we just want to send our condolences because
That's horrible.
if you didn't hear, his daughter was born prematurely, like 10 weeks, I believe, and passed away after just a few days. So our condolences. Very sad.
Very somber.
Very somber. Just want to make sure that we said something about it, though.
Yeah, because, you know, everybody's got whatever they got to say about Shale, but if you ever listen to his podcast, he really is all about his family. And,
Yeah, and we talk a lot of shit on this show, but we
Yeah.
still have feelings.
Oh, yeah.
So we're sorry for your loss, Chael.
And you douches doing that shit, that's it's messed up.
Yeah.
And
Talking
you know
shit
you
about
are.
it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they'll get theirs.
There's always trolls.
They'll
Yep.
get theirs. So we'll go from there into UFC 202. If you saw the circus that was UFC 202 press conference, you know.
Circus? I would have paid just to watch. I would have done pay-per-view for the press conference.
We got a lot of ramifications that are going to be coming out of this.
So let's start off with we had the press conference, the pre-fight press conference. Conor McGregor was 30 minutes late.
Oh, was he really?
30 minutes.
Wow.
Decided he was not going to show up. In the embedded episode, you show he was stuck in traffic and he was kind of joking about it. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't start till I get there anyway. I'm the show.
Right.
All this kind of stuff. They did start the press conference without him. There was some questions, and Dana White made it very clear. I'm not here to answer questions about Conor being fucking late. Let's move on. Ask the fighters up. Here are the questions you need to ask them.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell that he was mad.
He was pissed. Dana White
Good.
he's fed up with the Conor show, it seems like. He knows it's still making money, but to a point, he seems a little fed up with the Conor show.
But like me and you
Yeah,
were talking
absolutely.
earlier, is it really making money? At this point, there's still tickets available.
there's still tickets available
And they
for
cut
UFC
the tickets.
202.
They cut the tickets half price like
Yeah.
last night. For
Yeah, because as of
202.
Monday, it was 2,700, which is 14% of capacity. 2,700 tickets were available.
Oh, okay. I think it's
No.
No, not sold. No.
But still, I mean, for what Conor keeps trying to make this out to be, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It just isn't that.
People are sick of his shit.
Pretty much what it seems like. So he came in finally, and of course, he thinks the show's about him. He says, "Oh, it must be a McGregor press conference. That's why there's so many people here."
Oh my god.
Sits down, starts talking. Nate Diaz decides, "I've heard enough." Just walked out. Middle of
No, it was over.
Conor's conversations and questions he was getting from the press. Diaz got up and just walked out. Conor looked flustered, didn't know what the hell was going on. Started to try to talk shit to him as Diaz was leaving, flipping him the bird.
Right.
saying, I'm done. Got his whole crew. They start walking out. McGregor starts yelling, fuck your whole team. Fuck your team, you crackhead essays. You're going to do nothing. You're going to do nothing.
What was he calling him, a newt? You little newt? Or you little nuttin'? Or
You're a nothing. Yeah, you'll do nothing. He kept saying,
do
you'll
nothing.
do
Yeah,
nothing.
you
do nothing.
You did nothing.
You do
You'll do
nothing.
nothing.
I don't know. I think
Is
it said
SA,
newt.
this website says that SA is a slang term for Hispanic people or Mexicans.
Yeah.
I
SA
thought
is?
I thought it was something that contained at least 27 paragraphs.
7 pages.
7 pages.
I thought SA was just a way to call somebody your homie.
Diaz says he decided to walk out because he thinks he's the show. You guys, guess what? When I left, the show was over. So who's the show now?
Yeah.
I was done. I didn't have anything else to say. He's like, I don't need to hear him. I'm done. And he's definitely in Connor's head. Definitely in
Oh
Connor's
my
head.
God, the end of the... I couldn't help but laugh.
So then, allegedly, Nick threw a water bottle towards the stage. Allegedly. I can't figure out I've seen multiple angles where I see Connor throw the first one. I see multiple angles where it looks like maybe Diaz did. A water bottle's thrown on stage. Connor freaks the fuck out and starts grabbing water bottles
he
and
lost
Monster
his
Energy
shit,
drink
dude. He
cans. Like he was
lost
he was looking around for microphones and pieces of whatever he could get his hands on. He was going to try to throw.
When Dana started yelling at
no,
him,
Connor, no, Connor, no, Connor, don't.
If you have kids, you know what Dana was doing. It's exactly what it was. Don't you dare, Connor. Don't you dare.
Connor.
Don't you throw that bottle. God damn it, Connor.
Didn't he actually at some point go to the corner of the stage and be like, don't get to their level, Connor?
I don't know. I think you sent him to
I'm
his
not
room.
mad. I'm disappointed.
Go to your room and think about what you did
It
for a while.
ended up being a complete water bottle tossing incident. Both teams back and forth throwing whatever they could get their hands on.
Supposedly, Connor's wife was hit with a roll of tape.
Yeah, she got hit with a roll of tape, so he's crying about it. But also a
Because
kid.
she's never been hit in the face with something that big.
A kid wearing a Diaz represent shirt also got hit in the face with a water bottle,
water
like a
bottle.
little kid.
It was
Did you
actually
actually see
a
him
roll
get
of
hit?
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Oh, her get hit?
You
I'm
see
sorry.
her get hit, and then of course Diaz, this is Nick on his Snapchat's like, "Hey, what happened to you?" As he's like walking out. Well, I got hit with a water bottle. Who threw the water bottle? Connor, that's fucked up. You're throwing shit at little kids, Connor.
And of course, websites picked it up and ran with it, even though it was totally, I think it was a little exaggerated.
It might have been a
Especially
little-
with the pouty face when the kid got his arms crossed.
Oh.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, who was
Yeah,
water
you
bottle?
don't even see Nick slip
Conor
on a
McGregor.
5.
We do have video footage of Jake Shields throwing somebody's Starbucks coffee on this, like a full venti on stage.
And people are making fun of him for his pussy arm on that one, too.
He got the best throw, I think.
Did he?
He got a pretty good throw.
It just looked... But people are saying that his form, he was like...
it was like a little forward. It was like a shovel pass. It looked like a shovel pass. You know what I
It's
mean?
hard to throw a full cup
Of coffee, yeah.
I can see
It
that.
looks like too. There's another
Well, you
video
gotta
where he,
sling it.
Yeah.
You gotta get the momentum
You gotta
going.
get that where he does the flip. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Oakland Coliseum, you know how to throw.
There's some GIFs online that are...
That are pretty good. Yeah.
there's some great
There
ones.
was one where it looked like that Jake Shields tried to grab a media laptop, like he was gonna throw it. Like he grabbed it, closed it, and
but they made it sound like he was trying to steal
the laptop. Yeah,
I think he was gonna
Connor's camp's
chuck it like a.
He tried to steal a laptop from the media. No, it looked like he tried to close it and I'm gonna throw this. I
Oh,
probably
that'd
shouldn't
been
throw this. I
badass.
probably shouldn't throw this.
Fucking threw it like a discus.
There was
They're
definitely
ninjas, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're all getting fined and,
Yeah.
and getting in a
so
bit of trouble for this.
all of both camps, except for the fighters that are fighting on this card and the cutmen. So Nick might have a pass on this, but anyway, the rest of the camps are banned from today's weigh-ins.
Yep.
Banned from the press conference. Obviously, they're allowed at the event if they have tickets, but they're banned from the post-fight press conference as well.
But Nate wasn't allowed to be in the corner because of the fine he hadn't paid from his suspension. That was the
Nick, yeah.
Yeah. But now there might be a loophole.
There might be a loophole.
So we might see Nick in the corner of Nate. It'll be interesting.
Dana White went on TMZ and said, you know what, both guys are facing fines. Both of them are probably facing suspensions, not necessarily from the UFC, but from the Nevada State Athletic Commission because they oversee these things. And there might even be a lawsuit because somebody got hit. Multiple media members got stuck in the crossfire.
A security guard, I
A
believe.
security guard got hit. I mean, depends on who's going to press charges.
With a half-empty water bottle. I don't know. If I got hit with a monster can, I'd be pissed.
Right,
Yeah,
and
that's what I didn't realize.
That's what Dana was like. At first, when you see him throw, Connor grab a water bottle and throw it, he's just like, hey. And then he sees him start grabbing monster cans. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Like, not monster cans. Like,
Someone's getting sued.
someone's going to get sued.
Someone's going to end up with a concussion.
Right.
And forgetting the alphabet.
So, and then of course, Dana's yelling at Dave. Dave told her, go get in the middle. And Dave Charles, man, I don't want to get in the middle of this shit again. Last time I almost got thrown off stage by Diaz or by Jones and Dan and DC, man. I don't want to. Yeah, that no face. You don't want any of that action again.
And then Rumble the whole time.
Rumble just sitting there like,
what do you want me to do, Dana?
Should we get up?
Well, Rumble got asked about that at the.
What do we do? Do we just Dana? I'll protect you.
Rumble got asked about that at the I guess it was an open workout today, and so one of the first reporter that asked the question says, "What did you think about what happened at the press conference yesterday? Water bottles started flying, everybody got up and ran, and when Rumble starts running, then I'm gonna start running." Said something along those lines, and then somebody said that was a stupid fucking question, and really pissed off Rumble. Did you see the clip?
I haven't seen the clip yet.
The clip's fucking. You haven't seen it?
He was mad already at people asking about John Jones. He straight up said, I don't need to answer any more fucking questions about John Jones. I'm fighting Glover Teixeira. Talk to me about that, and slam down his mic.
Was that the end of it?
That was before Connor showed up and the water bottle started getting thrown. This was at the press conference here. He was tired because everyone's like, "Well, John Jones might be coming back. I heard, and it might be okay." And everyone's like, "John Jones isn't fighting. I'm fighting Glover."
Yeah.
He's like, and guess what? I'm gonna fight DC after that because he has the title. I'm not gonna fight John. Stop talking to me about John Jones.
Right.
John Jones has his own issues.
Oh yeah, I can see him getting pissed. And he got pissed at the open workout today. Like literally, the fan screams out, "Stupid fucking question" to the reporter. The reporter goes, "Oh, thanks. I'm getting paid to be here. What about you?" To which the whole audience is like, "Ooh," one of those things. And then the guy tries to pipe off again to the reporter, and Rumble literally looks at him and goes, "Hey, shut the fuck up and let me talk." And so the guy gets kind of quiet, and the girl holding the microphone goes, "Do you want Rumble to come down there?"
That's pretty. That's a pretty legit question.
I don't know what the dude was thinking when he's in a room full of fucking
fighters.
Yeah. Mouth off, pop off. It's great. Find the clip. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't want Rumble moving anywhere in a direction towards me.
No.
I don't care if there's ice cream behind me and he's running to get one. Like, you're coming too quickly towards me.
I'd rather him be pissed off than try to be in the way of his ice cream. I'm just saying.
So moving on from there.
I mean, that's everything from the press conference. It was absolutely chaos. If you have not seen it yet, go on YouTube. There are multiple angles from multiple different people.
Oh, yeah. The original one got DCMA'd like immediately by the UFC.
Yeah.
But then everybody had their cell phone videos, so
Right.
it didn't matter. Because I think the first one had the best angles because it was actually their stationary cameras.
Yeah.
So how does that's what I was wondering. If you're there as media and you've been given the right to record.
Yes, you can use your own. Because like when I went to an event, and I actually remember when we were playing actually clips from press conferences that I went to, and they said I can't use somebody else's recording without their permission. But if I were to record it myself, if I had my phone there and recorded it and said I have my own file, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, right.
As long as you release, you know what I mean, that you're using it. With the UFC footage, if you're using the UFC footage you can't. So like when we've gone to these press conferences before, you have to bring your own camera.
Right.
And they'll allow you to jack into their feed. Everybody has a big plug that you can get their feed as long as you have credentials for.
But you got to have photo-video credentials.
For there. Audio, you don't have to. You can just sit there. Like there's all these reporters that are just like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
I don't think they actually touched them though.
I haven't touched you yet.
You touched my beard.
I don't think so.
You touched the hair on my beard.
No, I think your hair touched.
I would know.
I think your hair touched my phone.
I don't think you have any defense. They weren't moving toward my hair. Lies.
So there you go.
So tomorrow we kick off 9 straight weeks of UFC events, beginning with UFC 202, which is going down live from Las Vegas.
It wouldn't be really straight because there wasn't nothing last weekend, right?
Starting today.
Oh, starting today.
Starting with tomorrow's event. It's 9 weeks in a row. 9 consecutive weeks. It was kind of funny watching them escort the whole 209 crew out. Because they go out walking to the Hard Rock lobby and everybody's like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
And it sounds like they ran around all of Vegas looking for McGregor's crew, and it sounds like that they put McGregor's crew up in a hotel room with guards.
Seriously?
Well, that's also because Connor decided to say, I'll take all of Stockton on.
You
Straight
know,
up.
Yeah.
That's probably not the wisest thing.
Not especially when you're that close to Stockton.
Yeah. I can understand,
It's only a $99 flight from Stockton.
There's dudes who drove there from Stockton.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't
Impala.
get their,
In an Impala.
Yeah, because they couldn't get their guns in the airport. So they had to put them in their trunk and drive them to Vegas.
Like I said,
allegedly.
I understand, obviously Ireland also being very tough. You don't want to fuck with people when you're going over there. They have a lot of things. But if you're this close to where you're fighting, you probably don't want to.
I mean, you might as well come to Sacramento and say that.
Right?
Plus, he's not in friendly territory at all. I don't see the people like last time. All these people flew in from Ireland for.
I have not seen that many.
Where are these guys?
There was his large group of his little entourage, and they were singing and chanting, and
but
doing
not
their
like
whole thing.
before, where they were taking over hotels.
Where the whole hotel
it was like 25%. The first time he fought in Vegas, it was like 25%
Irish. Yeah,
right.
Absolutely insane. The whole continent came over here.
That's like last time I spent my whole life to go watch him lose.
So we're kicking it off tomorrow night with the prelim card on UFC Fight Pass. Alberto Uda is going up against Marvin Vettori. And then Colby Covington is going up against Max Griffin. And Neil Magny takes on Lorenz Larkin.
Man.
I'm going to go Larkin.
I'm going Magny. He's been looking beastly.
I think I took Magny on this one.
Yeah.
I did a DraftKings things game.
Oh.
It was free to enter, though.
You took who?
Who did you take?
I think I took Magny.
Yeah, he's losing.
Yeah, I'm on Larkin.
No, man. It was a free entry one.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does, man. Randa Marcos going up against Courtney Casey. Marcos in this one.
Yep.
Courtney Casey, she's coming off of 2 losses. This isn't her UFC debut, though, is it?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I'm going to take Randa, too.
All right, so then we got Artem Lobov going up against Chris Avila.
Wait, Avila, he's out of Stockton.
He's out of Stockton.
All right, local boy it is. Raquel Pennington takes on Elizabeth Phillips. By the way, we're on Fox Sports 1 now.
I got Rocky.
Yeah.
But remember, know where Fox Sports 2 is.
Just in case.
Just in case.
There hasn't really been much on Fox Sports 1
It
lately.
doesn't matter,
Because
I'm
the
telling
Olympics
you.
are on, they haven't put a lot on.
If like a dartboard
Which I
game.
thought the Olympics was fucking 12 days.
It's like 14 days.
Hasn't it been like a month?
No.
It's been 2
What the
weeks.
fuck is going on?
Today's the last day of the Olympics, so tomorrow they're going to have shit on Fox Sports 1.
Hey, somebody held the Olympics at gunpoint and asked for all their money.
It's not true.
The whole
The
Olympics.
whole Olympics. No, there's another one. The guy held at gunpoint, had to withdraw $1,000 from his ATM, but he didn't report it to police specifically because of the Ryan Lochte fiasco.
Oh, is that the one where he had to snort Zika?
Yeah, he had to snort Zika. He said, fuck it, I'll take the loss and go home instead of getting...
Because he was swimming in the green pool.
Of course. You heard about the swimmer that had to pay $11,000 to get out of the country, right? No. In the Ryan Lochte scandal, they made him donate $11,000.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Okay, I'll say allegedly, even though
You know
it's all
what?
over.
There's only one person. There's one group I'm more worried about than the Russian, and that's the IOC, because they just like told Russia to fuck off.
They can tell us to fuck off all they want. I'm fine with that.
All right.
I don't think we're going to the Olympics anytime soon.
I don't care.
And the guy that we spoke with on Wednesday, Cody Garbrandt, going up against Takeya Mizugaki. Again, check out the interview. It was a lot of fun to have on. And, of course, it's Team Alpha Male. So I think we're going to roll with Garbrandt on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Mizugaki's a tough veteran, man. A tough veteran.
Yeah, but even if we didn't talk to this guy is on a roll.
He is on a roll for sure.
His
And he's got
boxing
some
is
heavy
amazing.
hands.
Yeah, he's
So and definitely if Dominic Cruz and Uriah Faber both can knock out Mizugaki, I'm going to be taking
then
Cody
Garbrandt
Brandt.
can knock it out. Yeah.
I just like the fact that he really don't care for Dillashaw or Cruz.
Oh, he doesn't like either one of them.
He has
at
no
all.
problem telling you who he doesn't give a shit about. Then we jump on to the pay-per-view card. Your main card here, Tim Means kicks it off up against Sabah Hamasi.
I got Means.
Means.
And then we have Hun Gyu Lim going up against Mike Perry.
I'm gonna take Perry. Can't
Lim.
click on him, can you?
Lim.
I don't think you can click on Perry. Steve Perry.
No, I'm taking Mike Perry.
Steve Perry. I'm going to take Lim.
For the win!
Lim.
Rick Horror Story going up against Donald Cerrone.
Oh.
Got
Who said he
Cowboy.
squashed his beef with the Diaz brothers
Yeah.
as of 202.
And he wants to possibly train with them.
Cool. That would be like...
That would be a weird, interesting training
That
camp.
would be the sickest trash-talking fucking group of people ever. That's what
Who
I
you
was
got?
saying
Who you guys
earlier.
taking? Who you taking?
Cowboy.
Cerrone
Are
all
you taking
day.
Cowboy?
All fucking day.
I'm gonna go Story.
Rick Horror Story?
Yep.
He's going to go opposite of us all day?
I'm gonna check it out.
We'll see.
I'm going to venture in and see what happens here.
It's
Wait,
a
did
bold
you-
move, Cotton.
but
Let's
you-
see where it goes.
But you took Means. You didn't take Hamasi.
No, I know. I'm just
Remember that.
Just remember that. You bandwagon son of a bitch. And then you have your co-main event, Anthony Rumble Johnson going up against Glover Teixeira. Tough fight to call here.
Rumble.
I'm flipping a coin right before.
Rumble.
It's hard. I can't call either one on this one.
It's here,
Rumble.
okay. Glover Teixeira. Here's the thing. Glover Teixeira's last 2 losses, or is it his only 2 losses, are John Jones and Phil Davis. So
Back to back.
back to back, and they have very similar styles that
They
Rumble
do.
does. So that's why I kind of think that Rumble has his number. But at the same time, those hands that Teixeira has,
Yeah.
this I don't even know if this fight's gonna go to decision or not. To be honest with you,
Who just knocked Johnson out?
Knocked him out.
you
Yeah, he got knocked out.
TKO'd or something.
Nobody.
Oh,
Nobody's knocked him out. He got submitted by DC.
DC, okay.
This is going to be a rough one, man. But then you also have Glover Teixeira is able to beat wrestlers as well. Like Teixeira has Bader on his record, Rampage.
I don't really consider Rampage as a wrestler anymore.
Okay, but
he used to be.
Well, Rashad and Patrick.
Patrick Cummings for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know.
He was a UFC wrestler.
Yeah, he was back in Pride. He was a wrestler.
So it's a tough call, like you said. Flip a coin. But
Rumble.
I'm gonna go with Teixeira.
Oh, now what are you gonna do?
I'm going with Anthony Teixeira.
Glover Johnson.
That's a porn name. That is a fucking porn name.
Johnson Glover.
Johnson Glover. Glove your Johnson. And then your main event, of course, Nate Diaz is going up against Conor McGregor. McGregor looking shredded at 168 pounds. His lats have lats.
How is he favored again?
Because he's Conor McGregor.
Because he's Conor McGregor.
Really?
It's hype.
Yeah.
I gotta go Diaz.
Nate Diaz looking more phenomenal shape.
Don't be scared, homie.
Diaz all day.
More phenomenal shape than he has in a long time, and especially more phenomenal shape than he was coming off of 9 days of fucking tequila drinking.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like, of course, Conor has a puncher's chance.
He does.
Absolutely.
He is going to be, I think, the faster fighter for sure.
Yeah.
He does when he fights well. I mean, he does a lot of things well. I just think jumping 2 weight classes, going up against a guy who's fought most of his career at 155 and some 170 fights, is not a good idea.
I think it's a terrible idea.
And I think that Diaz is the perfect style to defeat McGregor.
Especially coming in at 168 to prove a point. The point is that he wants to show that he could have done it last time.
Right, if he had time.
Which is dumb because Nate isn't going to stay at 170. He's going to hydrate and he's going to come in heavier.
Yep.
Yeah, because the rumor was he's been running around and doing these triathlons at 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Really?
He has.
Well,
watching his brother Snapchat and stuff, you see them constantly. Anytime there's an event, it's him and his brother constantly
Yeah,
there.
so if he's been doing these big events
My favorite,
at 200 pounds, and he can get hydrated and get in that ring and fight him with 200
They
pound
asked him what he weighs
meat
right
cleavers.
now, and he's all, 170, 175, 200 pounds, you know.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Because they asked him about his weight, and he's like, he's not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you where he's at. My favorite, though, is I saw there's, we got Ready for War, right? Which is, or something like that.
The Road to War.
Road to War is Diaz's little YouTube kind of documentary, and then you got
you can
Mac
find that
Life.
all on Split Decision MMA.
Mac
Facebook.
Life for McGregor, and McGregor showing that he was like on a bike, like riding in Vegas. He's like, I do triathlons too. It's like, bro, you're riding a bike in Vegas. Go do the triathlon that these guys did and see if you can actually keep up.
Fuck that.
You know what I mean?
I'm not doing
Well, I'll do the riding one day, and then I'll do the swimming the next day.
That's
and
where
maybe
you
the
lose me
running.
right there. I'll do the running and the biking, but I will die if you put me in the water.
Maybe we could team up. I'll swim us, you bike us, and we'll get on your back and you run.
Do Eppies.
We're a triple threat.
Wait, you mean like Ellen and Usain Bolt?
Okay.
You didn't see that tweet?
No.
Yeah.
She's in trouble for tweeting a picture of her on Usain Bolt's back saying that's how she's going to run errands from now on. Because that's racist, kids. Somehow. I don't even.
Well, she didn't call him like a rickshaw or anything.
No, she
Bolt
didn't.
Shaw.
My Bolt Shaw.
Bolt Shaw. So we're all going 209?
209 all day.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
We have to. Even if you were thinking something else, you just shut your mouth and say 209.
say 209.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have a Conor McGregor shirt. I do, but I'm never gonna root against him against the Diaz brothers. I rock my Diaz brothers shirt all day.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, is there a small a lot of people have been talking this week? There's a small reason for him to lose, because then he could pretty much put the price on whatever he wants for the third fight.
Trilogy.
And
think
McGregor
Dana-
constantly says it's going to be a trilogy. It's going to be a trilogy. If he loses, there's no trilogy.
I think that's why Diaz got up from the press conference, actually, because he kept saying there will be a trilogy. Don't,
Yeah.
there's no thought to it. There's going to be a trilogy. And then, he was like, I'm so fucking tired of hearing this.
Yeah, I'm done.
I don't think Diaz wants a trilogy.
He doesn't.
Yeah, the money.
But he wants money fights.
Right, but he just
For
wants
sure.
to shut Conor the fuck up,
Yep.
honestly. So that's UFC 202 going down tomorrow night. Make sure you check it out. Find it wherever you can find a pay-per-view or order it yourself and have some friends over and barbecue and make me a burger or something. I don't know. Tell your friends to find our podcast anywhere podcasts are broadcast, of course, and our Instagram and Twitter is SD_MMA, our Facebook Split Decision MMA podcast. Big thanks to StrongboardBalance.com and MyMMAnews.com. I feel like we forgot something.
Oh,
you know what?
Tim Kennedy announced his big fight is going to be
Possibly Rashad Evans.
Rashad Evans.
Oh, two things that came up when I was on. First off, the Netflix picking up Looking for a Fight, which is
Looking
cool.
for a fight, which is cool.
That's kind of a cool thing. So if you've been watching Looking for a Fight, it's going to be on Netflix now. And also, Joanne Calderwood tweeted out that UFC apparently does not pay for luggage when you got to fly for a fight. They won't pay your baggage fees.
What?
Yeah.
How much luggage is she trying to bring?
Fly Southwest.
She said where she's going, she's going to
Fly Southwest.
What? Why?
They don't charge you for luggage.
They don't?
No.
Why not? Well, then fucking fly Southwest.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm sure they have Southwest Scotland. No big deal.
There's got to be a way to go south and west to get there.
Well, she's saying her and her eventually. She's saying her whole team went out there for a week.
Yeah.
They had their luggage for the week. Plus, she has all of her training gear. Plus, she has her supplements and her fight gear.
Mail it.
She said,
Including yourself. Just fold yourself into a box.
maybe. Yeah.
Overnight
she's
shipping.
not a carry-on
Amazon Prime it.
type of girl. So, Amazon Prime it with the drones.
Yep.
Fly them over there. Whatever. Thanks for listening. Fuck off. From the Ruloff Family Inc. Studios, it's Bueller and Dodge saying have a good night. We'll see you at the fights.